Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. So good to see you all. Make sure you hit that like button. I see everybody coming in. I want everybody to get a chance to come on in, and make sure you hit the like button because it helps my channel. It lets YouTube notice the kind of content you want to see, and so more people will get the alert and the notification that we are live tonight. So happy Tuesday. So glad to see you all. Come on in everybody. Drop a blue heart in the comments and let me know you guys can hear everything all right. You see me all good. We're good to go. Hi, Linda. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Hey, what happened? There we go. Hey, Mia. Phoenicia, I hope I'm saying that right. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much. Check the description box and sign up for alerts because I don't know. Have you been here before? I hope you have. If you haven't, welcome. And welcome to everybody. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Ashley and this is Parke Avenue and I have all the fashion content. So make sure you check out my videos. And the robe that I'm wearing is actually from my Robe line, which will be launching this spring. Finally, I'm so excited for it. So stay tuned for that. But if you want official updates on the launch, then make sure you check the description box for links and make sure you hit that like button if you just come into the chat. So excited that you're here. Happy Tuesday. I see you guys. Doretha, how are you doing? Dee Dee, what's going on? I see all the blue hearts. Drop a blue heart if you hear me and everything is all right. Oh, perfect. I got it right. I said it correctly. Good. Erica, what's going on? How you doing, ABC Styles? Yes, check the description box and sign up for official launch date updates on the robe if you haven't already. All right, I see Victorious, what's going on? I see you guys are joining. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I'm so excited that you guys are here. If you guys are joining, we're gonna talk about a few things tonight. Literally, I just wanna have a good girl chat with you guys. And I want to show you the new things that I picked up from Zara as well, because if you haven't seen my last video, then make sure you check that out as well. Lori Smith, what's going on? Tracy, thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button if you are just joining. It definitely helps out my channel a lot. Albertina, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Linda, how are you? T-Pone in that house, what's going on? Shout out to T-Pone. What's going on? Erica, I love the blue eyeliner. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it has been so wearable. It goes with literally everything. It goes with everything. I linked everything for my makeup in the description box if you guys are curious as well. Hi, Brenda, what's going on? So let's kick it off. I see you guys are joining, so let's get started. Make sure you hit the like button. Welcome, everybody, come on in. Now, you guys already know how I do. I want to start off with some shout outs because I appreciate you guys so much. And so I just want to shout out some comments that I got recently because I really appreciate them. So let's get into those shout outs right now. So the first shout out comes from Christina, and she wrote, "Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm struggling with the winter to spring transition and there is no content for it. I'm in Buffalo, New York, so our spring is short and most pieces have to work for both." And I really love that comment because personally, I love multi-purpose fashion. I love outfits I can wear evening, daytime. Well, not outfits, but like pieces that I can transition from daytime to evening, vice versa. I love multi-season pieces. Of course, I'm giving you guys lots of like transition content. I've started, so we're gonna have a lot more coming up as we're making our way into the official spring, which I'm so excited for. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now this comment really meant a lot to me. So this is from Missy L, and she commented under one of my last videos, and she wrote, "Ashley, you have absolutely continued to show the world how to create the life you desire. Many years ago, when I began to say you would have your own accessory line, I knew you would make it happen. The robe is only the beginning of your brand growing by leaps and bounds from this day forward. The home renovation was simply a way for you to test the waters as you get geared up to create decor for us to buy. The way you're able to capture sunshine in a bottle is a gift from above. Continue to move forward and know that you have millions rooting for your success. So very proud of you, Missy L. This comment meant a lot to me because, for one, so many of you, like, I know you guys don't comment under every video. Everyone doesn't comment under every video all the time, but there are certain people that when I see their name, I just remember the early stages of my channel because, you know, especially when you're first starting out doing content creation in any capacity, any kind of comment you get is very exciting. So some names I will just remember because it was like the early days. So Missy L, I appreciate you so much for being on this journey with me from the early days, and I really appreciate it because I still have so much more to grow and share with you all. So I really appreciate it. And it's interesting to see some of the things that you all see for me that I haven't even seen for myself. So it's interesting to see myself through, I guess, you guys' eyes sometimes. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And first things first, we got to get these robes off the ground. So check the description box and sign up for email updates for the official launch if you haven't already, because I am very excited to, you know, get these robes out to you guys. And I know so many of you have been excited and anticipating this, and I appreciate that from you guys so much because it's been a long time coming. So for you guys to still ask me about the robes and still inquire and, you know, and want to buy them, it means a lot. So thank you. So I see more of you guys are coming in. What's going on? I see more of you guys are coming in. Jeanette, you're here. Hi, happy Tuesday. So glad to see you. And Jeanette, did you pick up, did you get the tennis dress? And if you didn't, did you see my last upload when I shared me wearing all the pieces that we talked about from last Tuesday's live? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while, even though, I mean, well, a week is kind of a long time, but not really. I don't feel like I haven't been on live in a while, which is so crazy. Daphne, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. Shout out to Walking Into Her. The mods are in the building. What's going on, you guys? Happy Tuesday. Dee Dee, so good to see you. I see you guys are chatting back and forth in the comments too. I love that. Sharon, thank you so much. The vibe is bobbing. Pacola, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Albertina, that is so sweet. It really was. It really, really was. When I read that comment, I was just like, wow, you know? And every once, I mean, you guys all like leave really great comments, but every once in a while when I get like a really in-depth comment, it just means a lot. So I appreciate it because even if I don't get to see it in the moment, I try to go back and look at all my comments, and even if I don't respond, I'm reading them, I'm hitting like, I'm trying to respond to everybody, but I really appreciate you guys so much. Brenda Walker, where did you get the pearl necklace you had on in your previous video? The pearl necklace, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but if you go to the description box and you click, oh, you're talking about the necklace I had on from Zara. It's like a multi-strand necklace. If you click the link in the description box, you'll see my Zara favorites, where you can see like my jewelry picks right now from Zara. And actually, I can pull it up if you want me to show you. I have it here. Oops. Sorry, guys. If you click the link in the description box, you can see my Zara picks. But these are basically all my Zara picks that I went back and updated. I'm still updating because, you know, Zara's coming out with all their new stuff right now. And that first order that I did, y'all know it was a bust. But I made that second order. And then I'm actually waiting for a couple more accessories to come in. But they don't have that exact necklace anymore. But they have this one. So if you go down in the description box, you can see some of my other picks, like I said. But this one is not exactly the same, but it is kind of similar as far as it being a multi-strand pearl necklace. And let me see if this one actually comes where you can like break it apart, because the one I had on, you could. Yeah, so this is very similar to the one that I have, honestly. If you see, it's like two sets. The top two, if you can see the screen moving, like the top two are like really long strands. You can wear those separately or together. And then you see where the silver parts are, that's like almost like a choker style, but it's like a little bit looser than a choker. But this is very similar to the one I already have. So if you're looking for it, then check the description box because you can find everything there. And actually, I have a couple more things from Zara. Do you guys follow me on Instagram? Put a 1 in the comments if you guys follow me on Instagram, because you might have already seen some of the couple of Zara things that I want to show you now. Daphne said, hi, I'm so happy I can relax and hang out tonight. Yes, I love that. Happy Tuesday. Let's just chat. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of ones. So you guys do follow me on Instagram. And if you're just joining, you don't follow me on Instagram, then make sure you do. But on Instagram, I shared that I got 2 more things from Zara that didn't make it into that haul video. Wait a second, because I want to make sure I didn't miss something. Okay, so sorry. I shared on Instagram that I also picked up these pumps from Zara. I have those linked in my Zara favorites as well if you just want to go directly to the link. Oh, forgot one. But I got these pumps. So I really just needed a nude pump. And when I saw these, I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and get them. It's a mesh pump. They're so comfortable. The heel height is literally perfect. And I really, really like these. They were only $50, first of all. They were only $50. They're so high-end looking, and they're very well made. I was like, Zara did a really good job with these. Like, they really did. And when I was going to get these, I saw, they don't have them listed together. You know how when you click on an item and it'll show both colors? They didn't show both colors. I was just scrolling and saw that they came in another color. Or maybe it was at the suggestions in the bottom, you know, when you click on the product. Anyway, I was just only going to get these. And then I was like, let me get the black ones too. Let's just see how it works, because I also needed a black pump. And they both worked. I love them. So I would recommend getting both. I'm surprised they're still in stock. But check the description box, like I said. Yeah, I had to get both. These are a mesh pump, and I'm very much into the mesh right now. I honestly had like hesitation with these because I was like, I don't know, this could really go wrong. Like a cheap mesh pump, I don't know. But all of the like the luxury mesh pumps that I have seen, like Saint Laurent, for example, has a really great pair of mesh pumps. They are expensive, obviously, it's Saint Laurent, but also the heel height, I knew it wasn't realistic. Like, I'm not gonna wear those on a regular casual day when I just wanna wear a heel with like jeans and a cute top. So I was like, let me try these out, and I'm glad I went with these. These are really good. Newbie's here. Hi, newbie. Phyllis, how are you? Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you're just joining, make sure you hit the like button because it helps me out, helps my channel out. It lets everybody know we're live. Everybody come join the party. And it pushes out this live. And it lets YouTube know that this is actually what you want to see. So when we go live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll get the notification. So make sure you hit the like button. Linda said, love the new African-American nude tones. And let me tell you something. Obviously, this isn't going to be everybody's nude, but this is a really nice nude that still will look good even if you are a deep skin tone. And I really like that about this because when I first saw these, I actually thought that it was going to be deeper than it is because it just looked it. So when I ordered it, I was surprised that it wasn't deeper, but I think this is still a really, really great nude. So like even if you're deeper skin tone than I am, I think this is still going to be a really great nude. And the fact that it's mesh, I think kind of lends itself to that as well. The color's really good, you guys. Like this is really nice. They have it listed as beige, but I feel like this is a little deeper than a beige. Sharon said, love the pumps, but I can't wear high heels anymore. Enjoy. Well, if you can't wear high heels anymore and do you like mesh, like the mesh trend? Because they have so many mesh flats now. And I was against it. I was like, I don't know about the mesh flats, but I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of into it. They have so many mesh flats. ABC Style says follow now. Yeah, if you're just joining, hit the like button, and if you aren't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to my channel because also you'll get all the content that I continue to share if you're interested. So make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, everything. Doretha Powell said, love those pumps, getting them. You'll really like them. They're very, very comfortable. They're really comfortable. Sabrina Hogan said, hi, Ashley. Well, hi, Ashley, but I know you meant Ashley. Sending love from Baltimore. So good to see you. Happy Tuesday. I'm glad you're here. Pacola Winky says, are they comfortable? Yes, they're very comfortable. They're very comfortable. Daphne said, yes, and we're almost at 100K, so share. Yes, thank you so much. We are almost at 100K. And you guys, I had a goal last year, 2023, that I was going to hit 100K before the end of the year. And I didn't hit that goal, but honestly, I don't even care. Like, obviously, I want to grow my channel and everything like that, but I recently have had like, what do you call them? Like some epiphanies? I don't know. I just had like a talk with myself about really not caring anymore about the metrics, the numbers, and all those kind of things. I don't care anymore. Like, obviously, some aspects of that is important in terms of like work and stuff like that, but I really don't care. Like, I really don't care anymore. You guys have been so supportive. I mean, we have built a really great connection, and I just really enjoy sharing the things that I like with you all. And I feel like the last part of 2023, I kind of got bogged down with just my own thoughts. Like, I don't know. I kind of got like bogged down and got in my head about a lot of things, and I felt like there was like a heaviness that I'm feeling like I'm like getting out of, you know what I'm saying? You know how when you hit the new year and you feel like that rush of, okay, I'm about to make it happen, you know? I didn't feel that. When the new year came, it just like came. Like, I feel like nothing sparked in me, which was so weird. And I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I kind of felt like I was absorbing some of those. I don't even know what it is, and I don't even know how to articulate it, but there was definitely a heaviness that I felt. And I feel like now I'm coming out of that, and I'm not caring about, I'm just wanting to move forward and just like do what I love on my channel and do what I like. And that's why I titled the last video, the whole video, like, buy what you love. Because honestly, at this point, buy whatever you want, whatever you like. I'm going to show you guys what looks good on me, and if you have a curvy body, what would compliment you. But I just want to share things that I love, you know? Hi, Carla. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. So good to see you. If you guys are just joining, make sure you hit the like button because it helps your girl out, you know? T-Bone said, okay, I need to catch up. Traces, did I say that right? I hope I'm saying you guys' name right. Hi, haven't popped on for a minute. Any updates on the Robe line? Yes, I'm so glad that you asked. Click the link in the description box for updates on the Robe, but we are gearing up for a spring launch. So if you haven't been here in a while, I don't know what the last update you got was, but we are gearing up for a spring launch. And if you haven't checked your calendar, spring is in a few short weeks. Okay, so get ready. T-Bone said 100K done. Walking into her said, not feeling too well, but I'm here. Y'all are making me feel better. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. I'm glad you were able to still come on and chat with us. So I hope you feel better soon. And I want to, let me see. T-Bone said, hope you feel better soon. Thanks for joining. Exactly. I love when you guys like comment to each other and everything. I love the conversation. And so if you are just joining, I only showed you guys the pumps. Check the description box. You can see like some of my Zara favorites that I have been picking up and that I shared. I also am expecting a couple more things in the mail from Zara, but all those things are on the wish list as well. The Zara favorites picks, if you guys are interested. And then I also picked up these cuffs. So if you follow me on Instagram, again, you already saw those things. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, check the description box. I don't know if it's in there, but if it's not, I'll put it in there. But I'm Parke.avenue on Instagram if you guys don't already follow me. But I picked up these cuffs as well. I really love cuffs. Or chunky jewelry, just in general, I love statement jewelry. You guys have seen some of the things that I've shared, you know, over the years, if you've been here that long. But I really love statement jewelry, and I really love these cuffs. I was just gonna get one, but then I was like, why not get two? I was like, why not get two? I know, because when I first got these, I was like, should I do two? And then I was talking to my mother, and we were like, okay, that's kind of like a Wonder Woman, and that was my first thought. But I feel like that's me, like that's my vibe, you know what I mean? So I really, really love it. I like it with a two. What do you guys think? Two or one? I'm still gonna do two, no matter if you say you don't like it, but I'm just saying, what do you think? I'm just gonna wear them now, since I have them. I'm just gonna wear them. But these are on my Zara favorites as well, and if they're not, they should be. Newbie said, said to walking into her is really going around. I hope you, oh yeah, there is like a cold going around that's not the flu, but it's not COVID either. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully you feel better soon. And apparently, from what I'm seeing, everyone is saying that you have to like, just like let it go. Like let it, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to just like let it heal, let your body heal on its own. Nicolette Cummings says, what about plus size curvy girl? Any styling? Well, here's what I'm gonna say. The content that I share with you guys is curvy girl content because I'm a curvy girl. Now, curvy girl spans whether you're petite, small, slim, or if you're plus size. You understand what I'm saying? So curvy for me goes across the spectrum because you can be very slim and still be very curvy because curvy is really just your proportions. And obviously we all have different body shapes and body types, but generally if you're curvy, you struggle to find fashion that works for you. A lot of times we got to get things altered. I mean, it just is what it is because we're buying brands that are mass produced. So it is what it is. But I try to also link things that are plus size because I understand that like sometimes certain brands only will go up to like, I don't know, 16 or 18 and you might need something a little bit bigger than that. So I try to link to things like that if I can find it. But generally a lot of the items that I share, they can be, worn or modified in a way that it will work for a lot of different people. So I try to spread it all around if I can, you know what I mean? But I am shopping for myself 99% of the time. So if I'm sharing something that I would buy, if they have a plus size option, I'll link it if I can, and if I can find something similar. So I hope that was helpful. Island Decor by Keisha. What's going on, Keisha? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I hope everything is all good. Hey, Parke Avenue, what's going on? What did I miss? Who the F did I marry? Well, that's actually a TikTok series. Have you guys seen it? Have you guys heard about it? Because I wanted to talk about it if you guys have watched it. It was a 50-part series, but I actually didn't watch all 50 parts, I gotta be honest. But I did get like a summary version. I think I did watch like maybe 20 parts, but 50 is a lot of parts, 50 is a lot of parts. But let me know if you watched it. Walking Into Her said, hit the like button, it's free. Exactly. But that series went super, super viral. So I feel like, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. I feel like it was like popping up everywhere. T-Pone said, hit that like button to receive Robe updates. Smash that like button, exactly, and go to the description box and sign up for updates. So it sounds like, wait, hold on, let me see if I'm missing somebody. Nicolette Cummings said, your style is always very classy to me. Thank you so much. And I feel like lately, obviously I just told you guys about that whole like, end of year thing, the new year. And I also wanted to know about you guys' new year resolutions, if you made any, because now that I feel like I'm kind of like getting back into the swing of things for real, like January was like an experiment. February, everyone starts to feel alive again. But for me, I feel like really March is really, I'm getting into it. You know what I mean? Like the cold, I was over the cold. I just felt like I was over everything. Like nothing was exciting. Everything was boring me. I wasn't feeling inspired. But now I feel like I'm getting inspired and exciting again about everything. Makeup, fashion, literally everything. So I really appreciate that comment. Daphne said, I've not seen it. You haven't seen it? Like, have you heard about it? Because honestly, 50 parts is a lot of parts. So have you heard about any of it? Because I thought it was very interesting, first of all, that she shares so much of her like personal life. So, I mean, that was interesting. But also, I think that her series did help a lot of people who might be going through what she went through, because that was crazy. But basically, if you haven't watched or seen the series, it was a 50-part series by a woman. It was like her true story. She married a pathological liar, and she was sharing her experience with that. And I think she had like so many issues. Came to find out he had lied about his family. He lied about his job. He lied about his money. He lied about them buying a home together. Like he lied about literally, seems like everything, like literally everything, which was so crazy. Like the story, it sounded fake. It was so crazy. Island Decor by Keisha said, went home to Jamaica for a few months. Okay, so you've been on the island hanging out. I hope it was for good reasons why you went home for a few months. I hope you got a chance to relax, you know what I mean? And just, be able to chill. Walking Into Her said, I've seen it on my timeline but haven't watched it. Yeah, because it was a long series, but because it went so viral, a lot of people were like summing it up. So I feel like you can get the gist of the story, but it was just like a crazy story. Albertina said, yes, heard of it, but that's a lot of series. It is a lot of series. I think it was overwhelming because it's social media, and so it's not like you watch it an episode every week. Oh, excuse me. It's not like you watch an episode every week. Let me just order. It's not like you get to watch an episode once a week, like a regular television series, because it's social media and it was in bite-sized pieces. You really could finish it in a day if you wanted to, but I mean, it still will suck up your whole day. But you could watch the whole thing because it's like little bite-sized pieces. So, and because social media moves so fast, you just want to know what happened. And everything was available. I think it was available in one day to watch. I don't know. But it's just crazy to call it a series because it's her true life story. But it was interesting. And T-Bone said nope, nope, and nope. ABC Style Story, you watched it, huh? It was a crazy story, right? If you guys are just joining, make sure you hit the like button. It helps my channel out a lot and it lets YouTube know that this is the kind of content you want to see. Make sure you are subscribed and, leave some comments in the chat. Sharon said, yes, I have, and boy, it's getting messy. Did you finish it? Did you finish it? I mean, when I listened to the story, I think it was such a crazy story, and it was just unbelievable that it really happened, but also, he was able to get away with a lot of things because it happened during the pandemic. So even though I think it's crazy and unbelievable that it could happen, I guess certain aspects of it, I can understand how he was able to get away with certain things because it was during the pandemic. With that said, I feel that she was also a victim of the pressures that a lot of women feel to get married. You know what I mean? So I just think that that's crazy. T-Bone said, I can't commit to 50 seconds. You want me to do 50 videos? Honestly, that's why I couldn't finish it because it was just too much. My attention span wouldn't allow me to continue for the entire series, but it just was too, it was like a car crash or like when something crazy happens, you just cannot look away. It was so unbelievable that I just couldn't. If you guys are just joining, make sure you hit the like button. It helps out my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. So leave some comments in the chat too if you are just joining. Nicolette Cummins says she is making a lot of money now. Well, I'm not sure whether she's making a lot of money or not, but I will say, I guess there's something to be said about being sharing a little bit more of your life on social media. I don't know that I would be able to go that far, but honestly, it was just something she went through and it's something from her past that she was sharing. So, I mean, I guess it's really not that crazy that she shared that. It's just, to me, it was crazy that that happened. You know what I mean? Like, that is crazy that happened. But I guess, for future content creators, TikTok is the Wild Wild West. Like, literally, TikTok is the Wild Wild West because I feel like people tend to overshare on TikTok. I'm not saying that the Why Better to Get Married series was an overshare. That's, that's her business, whether she wants to share or not. But I think generally on TikTok, people tend to overshare. Why? I don't know. Maybe they are looking to go viral. But she said that she shared that information because she was trying to help someone who might be going through the same thing, or maybe they could see the red flags. And you really never know what people are going through. So it could have been it could have been a revelation for a lot of ladies if they watched that and didn't realize that they could be going through something like that, But that was crazy. Stephanie says she should have written a book. Honestly, she's a fantastic storyteller. So I wouldn't be surprised if she comes out with a book or an audiobook or some type of series in the future where she can actually profit from, maybe in a different capacity. People love audiobooks. I, for one, love a good mystery thriller. And I think that's why the story was so compelling for me. And I was interested to listen because I like audiobooks. I love thrillers. I love suspense books. And her voice was a great tone. Like, she just had, all of it was like a perfect storm. It was all the makings of a fantastic mystery. So it kind of worked. It really worked out in her favor. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. She had to go through that so she could blow up. Good for her. Sharon said, yes, I finished it and now he's speaking out that she's lying. Yeah, I did see some of the videos. First of all, TikTok is so funny like that. Like, you'll see one thing and then literally it will just funnel you to all the information about that video that you watched. TikTok is a very sophisticated search engine in such a way that it will feed you the information before you even search it. And who knows, I always think that all these machines and robots and voices and Siris and all that, they're listening. So if you ask me, they know what you're thinking, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I saw that he was making videos too, and I'm just like, clearly he's a pathological liar. Jeanette said, I finished it. She was brave to share. We all need to listen to our intuition. I think that's true. We all need to listen to our intuition. I mean, in the series, she mentioned that she was like, there were a lot of red flags, and at the time she didn't listen to a lot of the red flags, which is like so crazy to me again. But you just never know what headspace people are in, you know? But yeah, listen to your intuition, because that is wild. Yes, T-Pone said it. Sign up for updates. In the description box, there's a link where you can sign up to be notified of when the robes will be available. Spring is fast approaching, and we are headed for a spring launch, and I'm very excited. So get all the information in the description box below. If you're just joining, make sure you hit the like button because it helps my channel out tremendously, and it lets YouTube know that you want to join the lives every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We get together and we just chat. ABC Style said, I watched it because I actually live in the Metro Atlanta area. Wait, I think you're... Oh, here we go. I watched it because I actually live in the Metro Atlanta area, and I live in one of the counties she mentioned. I am familiar with every place she talked about. That is so crazy. But yeah, I mean, anybody who lives in Atlanta, I feel like you know some of the places that she has mentioned because you just can't not. Atlanta's, honestly, I feel like Atlanta's really not that big. Even though she talks about places that were outside of Atlanta as well, Atlanta metro area, like you said. I feel like anybody who lives in Atlanta metro area, or whatever, you would know all the places that she mentioned. If you've been here long enough, you know, a good enough amount of time. Kiki Jefferson said, I want to see this on Lifetime. That's what it was. It literally sounded like a Lifetime movie. It sounded so crazy to me that it was unreal. And you know, like, we've all watched Lifetime movies. And I feel like, in my opinion, a lot of these Lifetime movies, just like TV movies in general, sometimes they feel a little bit underdeveloped. Like, they move very quickly. And the storyline seems so preposterous. You're like, girl, this can never happen. So for that, I feel like now I got to have a new perspective on these Lifetime movies. Because they could happen. They could really happen. It feels so blown out of proportion, but it really happened to her. And she seemed very genuine. She didn't come off like it was a made-up story, but even if it was a made-up story, I mean, it was a very good suspense. It was a very good suspense thriller, you know? That is right. TikTok is crazy. Triselle Henderson Thomas said, I just finished it, and there are other women going through this, which is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm sure everybody has like a different story in some capacity, but I hope it did help you know, some people, you know. ABC Style says, fantastic audiobook teller. Yeah, her voice was perfect for like an audiobook. Her voice was perfect for an audiobook. And when I'm like cleaning up, I like search suspense audiobooks and try to like listen. And a lot of times the voices, I don't know. I guess because her voice was very like even. It wasn't like too excited or too disappointed or like angry sounding. It was very even, but it was like to the point. Like she just was a really good storyteller. Erica said 2 of Alicia's exes came out to expose him. Crazy. ABC Style said her voice was so soothing even though it was sad. Exactly. So I think that's why it like really worked out. But she seemed like she's doing fine, you know? So good for her. Nicolette Cummings said maybe a movie. Yes. Hey Mia. She said Alicia is diabolical. Crazy. Yan MCK Sam says, what did I miss about the robes coming out? Well, I don't know what the last update you got was, but the robes will be launching this spring, and spring is in a few short weeks. So make sure you check the description box to sign up for the release date on the robes. Soon coming up, I'm going to do a more like in-depth video talking about like sizing and you know, all those kinds of things. But anyone who signs up for like the email list is going to get the updates first. So make sure you check the description box and sign up. And if you are just joining this live, make sure you hit the like button. Okay, Piccolo Winky said, my sister and I are looking for some cute white sneakers. Any suggestions? Yes, suggestions. If you haven't already, go and check out my recent haul video where I shared the sneakers that I got. Let me also pull them up. Wait, did I have them here? I don't think I put the video here. But like New Balance has been a favorite of mine. Let me go here, Net-a-Porter. Did you pink? What did I say? Oh, Picola. I'm saying Pinky. Picola Winky. Did you see my recent haul? Because I shared the New Balance sneakers that I got, and I think I shared it with you guys before too. I just can't remember right now. But I picked up these New Balance sneakers not that long ago. Now they aren't like a true white. Oh, do they have them? Oh, I hope they didn't sell out so I can show you. Okay, here they are. I don't see that they have the other color listed, which is crazy. Oh, here they go. All right, let me bring it up. Oops. Sorry, guys, I did it again. All right, so these are the white sneakers that I got recently. I linked them in that video. They're on. I got mine from Net-a-Porter. I'm sure you can find them somewhere else as well, but these are New Balance. They're not like a sharp, crispy white, and I actually like that about these. They're more of like an off-white, kind of like worn in white a little bit. I really like that. I like the design of this sneaker. It's super comfortable. I love New Balance right now. They're my favorite. And so I got these, and I've been able to wear these like a lot lately with a lot of things because of the colorway. And like I said, they're not like super, super bright white, which I really like. I don't mind if they get dirty or whatever like that. I really, really like these. So check these out because you might like them as well. And if you're looking for a different kind of white sneaker, then check out, I did a video with Lulu's and I found a pair of like really cute, like skippy kind of sneakers. Those are really nice if you're looking for something a little bit more dainty. ABC Style said, it's just so stupid that he's talking about suing her, but she never mentioned his name and now he has exposed himself. Right, because obviously he's an attention seeker. He's a pathological liar. I mean, he got a lot going on. I don't know if I'm not sure if he's been like diagnosed with anything or whatever, but clearly, I mean, for him to lie about all those things he lied about, something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. Daphne said, I can't wait. Yes, the robes are coming soon. ABC Style said, cray cray. Yeah, so clearly, I mean. Tracy, what's going on? Better late than never. So happy that you're here. Happy Tuesday. Make sure you hit that like button for anybody who is just joining. Tracy, if you're just getting into the conversation, we're really just talking about a bunch of different things. I shared some of the items that I got from Zara recently. If you haven't already watched my recent new in spring haul, then definitely go and check that out, after this live is over. But I shared pieces there that I picked up new in from a couple of different places. Anthropologie, Zara, Aloe Yoga. I got a brand new sweat set that I'm really in love with. A couple of sweat sets that I'm in love with. But I also picked up a couple other things from Zara that didn't make it into that video. And I'm going to be styling these more with this Sunday's what I wore this week. So stay tuned for that. But I also picked up these. If you follow me on Instagram, then you might have already seen them. I shared them in my Instagram stories. I got them in this gorgeous beige. And I also linked them in the description box if you're interested in a really great pair of pumps that are comfortable, cute. And I don't really care about being trendy or anything like that. But mesh pumps are very much on trend if you're interested in trying out something that's trending right now. And then I also got them in black because I love them so much. And they don't look cheap at all. I was kind of worried because these are only $50. But I linked them in the description box if you want to check them out. And then if you missed it, I also share these gorgeous bangles that I'm really, really in love with from Zara as well. They come one. They're not sold as a set. They just come one. But I got two because I wanted to wear them like this. ABC Style said, yes, she was very detailed. She was very specific and very detailed, which is really good. It's a really great storyteller, Jeanette said, I couldn't trust myself with the white tennis dress, Ashley. I had to be real with myself. I got 3 other mini dresses instead. Well, honestly, you gotta know yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you found some other pieces that you really love, though. But I did really, really enjoy that tennis dress. But I will tell you, when I especially when I'm spending a little bit more on white things, I am a little hesitant because, you know, white doesn't have a very long shelf life. But with that being said, I have been Scotch guarding things. Like, sometimes I don't bother just if it's like an inexpensive thing and I don't really care, but something that I really, really care about, I'll Scotch guard it. So I think I'm gonna Scotch guard that dress as well because it's a summer dress, you know, in summer I'm gonna be sweating and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna Scotch guard it so it could be a little bit more protected. And I Scotch guard, I had like a white blazer, a linen white blazer from J. Crew a few years ago, and I Scotch guarded it and it held up really, really well. It never got like discolored or yellowed or stained or anything. And you know, sometimes with white things, even when you just leave them in the closet, they can turn yellow a little bit. If it's been like years, you know, sometimes, or if it's like sitting in the sun, you know how you have like a spot in your closet that's always exposed to sun, it can kind of like fade the colors or yellow them or anything. Anyway, Scotch guard seems to really help. So I'm going to do that with that dress. Tanya J said, hey ladies, I'm late to the party. What tea we sipping on? We're talking about everything. You probably already heard me talk about the Zara pieces. And then I shared, you know, my new sneakers that I got. I love those sneakers. And then we were talking about the Who the F Did I Marry series that had the whole internet going crazy. Veronica's here. Hi, Veronica. Happy Tuesday. So good to see you. If you are just joining, make sure you hit the like button because it helps my channel out a lot and it lets YouTube know that you want to be a part of this live chat every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sabrina Hogan said, it makes me think twice about online dating. Honestly, I don't really feel like this has anything to do with online dating. I feel, unfortunately, that this woman was a victim of letting the pressures of being a single woman get to her. I feel like she should have just taken her time and just chilled and let the universe bring her her person. I feel like she just let him repeat everything she said to him, repeat it back to her, and then she was like, okay, that's exactly what I want to hear. Let's get married, you know? Unfortunately. Because even though I know you never know what somebody's going through and, you know, sometimes you don't see the red flags. Of course, that's happened. We're humans, you know, it happens. But some things were just so insane. And also it was during the pandemic. I gotta keep remembering that because some things I just can't even, I can't. Like, she had never been to his job. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go up to the office or anything, but you never dropped him off to his job. You never, you know what I mean? Like, in the parts of the series that I heard her discuss, she was just very separated from a lot of parts of his life that I was shocked about. But again, it happened during the pandemic, so maybe that's why she didn't, you know, rush to meet him for lunch at work, you know? Veronica said, yes, absolutely a movie. That's exactly what it was. Daphne said, he's insane. Exactly. It's a lot of crazy people out here. Oh, I don't know at what part this happened. I don't know if it's because I clicked the image picture, but we here. Everything is all good. Alberta, hi, happy Tuesday. So glad to see you. ABC Style said, yes, it was during lockdown. So maybe that's why it was a lot going on with that, you know? So I have to keep that in mind when I like think about how far-fetched the entire thing was. Because I just can't believe it. I just can't. I just think it's so wild. But like we said before earlier, somebody left a comment that a lot of women are going through this, and not just women. I'm sure men are going through this as well. You know, everybody can sometimes be in denial, you know? So I don't think it had anything to do with online dating. I think it was just a person in denial about a lot of things, wanting to rush a certain part of their life and just looking for their person and just really being too vulnerable and ignoring things that they shouldn't have. But I guess it can happen to anybody. But yeah, that's crazy. Also, I wanted to know, I feel like we should do like a little bit of a check-in because I did say this was kind of like, I feel like I'm now getting into my new year. Have you guys set any New Year's resolutions for 2024? And if you have, how are they going? Have you abandoned ship on your New Year's resolutions already? I didn't. I made it I was intentional about not setting any New Year's resolutions because I just feel like they're a little bit of a recipe for failure. But there were things, and I guess you could still call them New Year's resolutions, but there were things that I definitely wanted to work on and change and reevaluate about myself in this new year. I just want to be like a better person overall. And one of the things for me was just being more active. And I finally decided that I was going to get on that. And so Winston and I have been doing some form of exercise every single day. Really, we've been doing jump rope every single day. So that's been really something I've been looking forward to. I really love that. But anyway, let me know what's going on with you guys' New Year resolutions. Have you been sticking to them? Walking into her said, I didn't even make any, but I did set goals. Exactly. I feel like it was more like a goal setting for me than a New Year's resolution because I just feel like goals, you set them and they're a lot more attainable. And even if for some reason you fall a little bit short of your goal, you have made steps in that direction, so something else good is going to happen, you know? Didi said I didn't make any. See, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like everybody was kind of on a similar accord as we went into 2024, you know? I don't know. Veronica Thomas said, getting out more and experiencing life. I'm always at home. And I feel like, okay, so one of my things I think was affecting me was the weather. And I think that's, I mean, I don't know how you are during the summertime if you feel like you're at home all the time during the summer. But I feel like the cold weather, like this winter, I feel like was like forever. Like we didn't have like a super, super cold, crazy winter in Georgia, but I felt like it was just cold. I didn't really want to go outside. I wasn't outside taking pictures. I wasn't outside shooting content. I didn't want to be outside. It was just too cold. And like I'm a homebody in general. Like I really enjoy being home. But outside of that, even if it was for like obligations, like work obligations, if it wasn't for like sometimes getting together with my friends because we had something scheduled and I didn't want to be a flake, I was like not wanting to go outside. Like I don't want to go outside. Tanya J said, not setting resolutions anymore, just trying to live my best life, happy, wise, and healthy. Exactly. I feel like that's really what it comes down to. And I don't know if it's like an age thing or what, but I just feel like I don't really want to set like resolutions like, oh, I'm going to lose a bunch of weight or I'm going to, you know, get super fit and tone. Like I just want to be better every single day and I want to make steps towards that. And so if me going outside and jumping rope for an hour, 30 minutes, whatever it is, just moving my body gets me in the step of that direction where I want to be, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Like everything's going to be good. Everything always works out. So I don't know why I'm in my head about things sometimes, which will probably still happen. Angela Michelle, hey everyone, it sounds like I missed a lot. Well, you kind of did, but don't worry because we're still gonna talk a little bit more. But if you did miss it, first of all, hit the like button if you are just joining. I know a lot of people are coming in, so if you just joined, make sure you hit the like button. But we talked about that whole 50-part series, Why the F Did I Get Married? That was a crazy whirlwind, crazy story. I shared some pieces that I picked up from Zara. If you missed it, I will have everything linked in the description box. But also go back and check out my recent new in spring haul that I did. And then I also shared that I picked up these pumps. I also got them in black. I got these cuffs. And then I also have another Zara order coming in. But we'll talk about that another time. Linda McCottrell, I didn't make one, any New Year's resolutions. And that's also what we're talking about, New Year's resolutions, if you made any, because I feel like New Year's resolutions, are they even a thing anymore? You know what I mean? Lori Smith said, also, okay, so this is about the Why Did I Get Married series. Lori Smith said, also they met in March 2020. She was pregnant May 2020, married January 2021, and she filed for divorce in May 2021. The entire relationship didn't last long. Yeah, everything just happened way too fast. And I mean, obviously, with anything, sometimes we all can be impatient, you know? But that's not something you want to be impatient about. That's something you need to let develop. Sharing your life with someone is a big deal, and I feel like you gotta let that develop. You gotta let that develop. No matter how old you are, I don't care. Tracy Allman said, no goals. Things I wanted, just goals. Things I wanted to do better, like being more organized. So I'm in the process of organizing my clothes, making beds every day, no matter how rushed I am. That is a good one. I have been doing like this major closet clear out. I already shared that with you guys. If you didn't see that video, I shared like new pieces that I picked up for the spring, and I also shared, you know, that I'm just like getting rid of the things that aren't serving me. And that's something I try to do every so often, but I really, really wanted to do a deep clean for the spring because I just wanted to get things out. I feel like, you know, I was feeling bogged down, like my energy and my mind and everything, and I just wanted to like just clear everything out. And I have been feeling so much better, so much more excited about things, and you know, just feeling inspired again. So I hear that one. Angela Michelle, hi ladies. I already read one of your comments, I'm sure, so just welcoming you in again. And if you are just joining, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely, AJHR said definitely he had too much time on his hands. He really did. And I mean, I don't know if I didn't get like every single detail of the story because like I said, I didn't watch all 50 parts. But I mean, she said he was paying the bills. So he didn't have all the money he was claiming to have because they were looking at like $700,000 houses. And he couldn't afford those houses. But he was paying all her bills. She said he was paying her car note and I think he was paying her rent too. So he had a job. I don't think he had the job he said he had. Walking into her said, I'm outside for a little bit with the kids because I was inside too much last year. I had a baby. I couldn't take it. Did I read the whole thing? I had a baby. I couldn't take it. Well, first of all, congratulations for being a new mom. I didn't even know that. And I feel like we all go through these like bouts of like, you know, blah, I call it magenta. When you like, well, in my opinion, when I'm feeling like, I call it magenta because it's like a mix of colors. Like you're not excited, you're not sad, you're just existing. You know, so hopefully this spring is gonna awaken new energy for us all. T-Bone said, wait, huh? That timeline for the story, wow. Yeah, it was a crazy timeline. It just happened so fast and it was just insane. Angela Michelle said, I just set my personal goals and if it works out great, but if it does, if it works out great, but if it doesn't, that's my business. Exactly. And one thing about life, like don't feel rushed. I mean, we all have goals and maybe you like set a time for like when you want to complete something. But if it's not like gonna harm you or if it's not like causing any kind of damage, just start again. You know what I'm saying? Every day, thankfully, we can just start again. And if you're not able to, then is what it is too. And that's what I'm feeling like. Things are just what they are, and you just gotta move forward in a positive way, you know? Jeanette said, I never thought about Scotch guarding. Thanks for the tip. I literally don't buy much white or light colors with collars because of makeup. Exactly. I definitely understand because even with like high turtlenecks, sometimes I'm hesitant in a lighter color because of makeup, you know? But I've been like Scotch guarding things. And honestly, a lot of times, like when I'm not filming or recording or anything, if it's just me chilling or running errands, I don't even put makeup on or I won't even put foundation on. I'll just put on mascara if I wanted to do something. But for sure, Scotch guarding your white items definitely helps a lot. It really does. T-Bone said, I'm gonna need a date in 1 bajillion months. I'm just saying. Yeah, I feel like you could like take your time and let things develop, you know? But I do feel that, I don't know where this like pressure comes from, like in society where women feel like they have to get married, have to have kids. I really don't know why people are still like that, like still thinking that way in this 2024. Like, I don't even know. Like, to me, that's crazy that women still have those kinds of opinions or people put that on other people. Like, if that's how you feel for yourself, then I guess, you know, to each his own. But women still put that on other women as well, which it's very annoying to me that women do that to other women. But whether or not somebody made her feel that way or she had that pressure on herself, it's a shame either way that she didn't take the time to let things develop and happen organically or a little bit naturally, or if she was going to speed things along, just outright ask him questions, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that would have scared him off if she asked him like everything directly. But also she said that he had direct answers for a lot of things when she finally did come around and ask. But I think by that time it was they were a little bit too intermingled, you know? AJHR, I set goals and subject to change. Exactly. Readjust, reevaluate, and readjust accordingly. That's what you could do. Walking into her said, girl, I'm not a new mom. That was number 6. Oh, you just a busy lady. You just a busy lady. So I already know they keep you busy. So I'm going to say right now, thank you for joining these lives every Tuesday because I know you got a lot on your plate. I know you got a lot on your plate. ABC Style said, Legion went through a whole lot of effort to fool her. He pretended to go to work and even pretended to talk to his family and other people on the phone every day. I don't even know how he could be on the phone talking to somebody and she not know that he really wasn't on the phone. Like, even when somebody's on the phone, and even if you're not intentionally trying to listen, you know, sometimes you could hear like a murmurs of a replying voice. Or if you're on the phone with somebody and the person says something to that person, like, don't you sometimes be like, oh, who's that? Like, even if you be quiet, if you hear somebody's reaction, be like, oh, who's that? And they be like, oh, my mother. Like, okay, for example, if I'm on the phone, no, let's just like, for example, if Wiss is on the phone and I hear him say something like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Or if I hear him like say something that triggers me to like start listening, I'll be like, oh, who's that? And if he says, oh, this is my mother, I'll be like, oh, tell your mother I said hi. And then like he'll put it on speakerphone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, how could that happen, go on so many times and you're not even hearing like a little bit of anything, you know? I don't know. Jeanette said, I have been committed to cleaning out and purging once a month since last fall. Being organized makes me feel lighter and less stressed. And I completely agree with that. And honestly, sometimes we all could be a little bit messy, like leave things around and things like that. But I've really been making an effort to like keep my stuff organized. I'm like reorganizing everything in my closet. And even with my bathroom, I feel like my skincare didn't, like, it was all over the place. It was in the cabinet, it was on the counter. Like, I had to wrangle everything up and finally get like some organization going with like my skincare in my bathroom. Like, I just want to have everything have a place. My dream, like ultimate dream, is to have literally nothing out on any kind of top, on any of the counters in any room. There will be nothing. I know that sounds a little bit sterile, but that's what I want. I literally want completely clean countertops. Maybe some things out, like a candle. I don't know. I can't think of an example right now. The coffee maker, you know, my espresso machine, things like that. But my dream would nothing. Everything would have a place. Every time you open a drawer, it's perfectly organized. That's my dream. Have I reached that? Has that happened for me? Not yet. But that's what I'm working toward. Tracy Allman said, I want to send you a big kudos. Those barrel jeans are the best. I need more ways to style them when you get a chance. Also, will you do a style book? I will definitely buy it every season. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about that. I'm happy that you have been loving those barrel jeans. I thought maybe I had them here to show you guys, but I don't have a clip of those jeans. Love those jeans. Go back, if you haven't already, go back and check out some of my previous videos where I'm styling those barrel jeans. But also, coming up, I'm going to share some of my favorite things that I have been loving, and I think you guys would really like them as well. That video actually is going to come out tomorrow. So perfect. So you guys will see the barrel jeans again because I'm mentioning them in those favorites along with some other things. And in that favorites video that's coming out tomorrow, my current favorites, I'm talking about skincare, I'm talking about fitness, I'm talking about makeup, and fashion, of course. So I'm going to show a few items that I've really, really been loving in that video. Tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow, so stay tuned. Just Glow Lexi. Hey y'all, I'm late. Welcome, better late than never. If you're just joining, make sure you hit the like button. It's so good to see you guys. I'm happy you guys are joining. We're literally talking about a few different things right now. I feel like we're having so many different conversations in the comments, but I love it. We're talking about the How Did I Get Married? Who the F Did I Marry series that went super viral, the 50-part series. I didn't get a chance to watch all 50 parts, but I did get it summed up, you know? So I understand the gist of it, which is a crazy story. But I also talked about some of the items that I shared recently from Zara. But yeah, we're just having a bunch of conversations. And let me know your New Year's resolution. If you have been sticking to your resolutions, if you even made any, if you just decided you just gonna do some goal setting that you can, you know, reevaluate and readjust as needed. ABC Style says she gave an example of how he did it. It can happen. Yeah, she did give examples of how she did it, and I'm sure it can happen. But how could it happen for months? That's what I don't understand. It can happen for sure, but how can it happen for months? And she said that his sister lived in the same state. So if this is a man that you're going to marry and you never met his sister, and I know she said that there were like a few times where he mentioned they were going to get together, but then, you know, things kept happening and it was because of COVID, blah, blah, blah. But I understand it was COVID, but me, okay, we don't need to go and mingle and interact, but let's pull up to the house, have her come to the edge of the block, you know what I'm saying? Come to the edge of the street and pull up, and we could crack the window like this. We don't have to touch, but let me pull up, let me talk to her. What? We could have did that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, we would have made it happen. Like, I understand it was COVID, and I understand it was like no contact, and she gave some examples of when they were gonna get together with his sister or with his family or whatever, and things kept happening for them to cancel. But if we are going to move forward as a unit together, and we're trying to make, build something together, we're gonna pull up to the block, and your sister's gonna come to the edge of the lawn, and I'm gonna wave to her. We're gonna talk. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? We're gonna FaceTime. We're gonna get on the Zoom. We're gonna figure it out. Jessica R. Lewis says, that was my point. You may not be able to make out what they're saying, but you hear something. Exactly. You hear those little like murmurs. You know what I mean? Like, you hear somebody replying, even if you can't make out the conversation or hear what the person is saying in the background. You can hear them saying, wah, 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 you know what I mean? You can hear something. So for it to happen, I understand it can happen, but how could it happen over and over and over and over again? Jeanette said, doing my skincare in bathroom now, it's way too much. Yeah, I have to go through the cabinets in my bathroom. So I got a new laundry basket the other day. I need to get a new shower curtain, and then I reorganized like the skincare that I want to keep on the countertop, because I got this cute little marble like elevated tray. Did I get it from Target or did I get it from Marshall's? I can't remember now where I got it from. But I just got it the other day. So I got like, my everyday skincare that I'm always reaching for. I got that organized. And now I need to work on the cabinets in the bathroom and the drawer in the bathroom. And the drawers. But yeah, it really makes like such a difference. It makes me feel so good when I walk into the bathroom and everything's like organized, Tresil, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tresil? Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. That was strange. The phone thing, right? It was so crazy. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to like, obviously I'm not judging the girl. Things happen. Anything can happen. But I just find it hard to believe. The key to Chloe said, hey, do you wrap your hair at night? It's gorgeous. I recently joined the Bob gang and I'm always heat tempted. Oh, so, okay, that was one thing I was concerned about when I first cut my hair into a bob, because I saw that a lot of people were like struggling with how to maintain the bob when they go to sleep. And it's funny that you're saying this, because I saw a funny video and the video was like how to maintain your bob. So she sat in like a high chair and then put another one up for her feet, and then she sat up the whole night like this and slept like this. So I thought that was really funny. But okay, to answer your question for real, what I do is I wrap my hair. Not every night. It depends. Like when I first style my hair, I will wrap it. And then like maybe every other night, I will put my rollers in. I sleep with Velcro rollers. And I know that can be uncomfortable for some people, but I'm like used to it by now. But I will sleep with Velcro rollers. Now, when I first cut my bob, I've cut it a few times since I first cut it. But when I first get it cut, it's kind of like chin length. So it's pretty short. So sometimes like the back, it doesn't always catch into the roller. So, I mean, it'll like stick out a little bit, but I'll still just get it to the point where it's like at least laying over the roller. It might not do like a full rotation, but it'll just like lay over the top of it. And I'll put the rollers in and then put my scarf on and go to sleep. And then the following night, I'll wrap it so it could be a little bit flatter and go back and forth so I keep that volume. But honestly, I just find that if I wrap it, if you don't want to put the rollers in, if you just wrap it every night when you take it out, it kind of remembers the styling. So do you flat iron your hair? Because I feel like however you style it, if you style it really well or have it styled really well, my hair, at least, it really remembers it. So even when I first take it out of the wrap, these back parts back here, they're like, they stick out, but I will like take it out before I do my makeup, brush it out. And then even like the front parts, if they're sticking up too much, I'll put like 2 pins right here. And I might put a pin on this back part to like weight it down. And then by the time I finish doing my makeup, my hair has like relaxed. So I hope that helps. But yeah, basically every night I'll wrap it. Or if I don't want to wrap it, if I feel like it's getting too flat, I will do the roller. Sometimes I alternate, depends on how I feel. And dry shampoo. I don't use a lot of dry shampoo, but sometimes I like to wash my hair every week, but obviously life happens. Sometimes I don't get to wash it till a week and a half, sometimes 2 weeks. But dry shampoo, when I get close to that like end of the week, starting with that second week, I know I'll have to use a little bit more dry shampoo to like maintain the style, because it'll get oily, especially from wrapping. That's why I don't really like to wrap my hair. When my hair is longer than bob length, I won't wrap it because I don't like for my hair to be straight because it gets greasy faster. But dry shampoo helps a lot. But besides my first initial styling, I never have to put heat on it again. ABC Style said most of the time she wasn't in the room. Well, I guess that's what it is, but she said that sometimes she was sitting right next to him in the car and he was on the phone. So that's crazy. ABC Style said he was good at lying. He was good at lying, but he might have been good at lying. But some things that she said that he lied about, I don't know how he was able to lie. So like the phone conversations, to me, I just couldn't get past it. You know, I understand it happened. I know it could happen sometimes, but for it to happen every single time, I can't. T-Pone said, well, she dated, had a baby, and married within 5 hours. Okay, a year, all the same. Yeah, everything happened super, super quick. ABC Style says they weren't together that long, and also we were on lockdown. Right, so I understand why a lot of things did happen, but still. Oh, you don't? ABC Style says, I don't ever hear my husband on his cell phone. That's interesting because you don't always hear him on his cell phone, but you mean to tell me you never hear anyone replying or hear noises? Like you might not be able to make out the conversation, but you never hear the other person. Like you can hear that there's a conversation happening, like him saying something, then you could hear somebody, maybe you can't make out what they're saying, but you could hear something. That never happens? ABC Style said, plus she admitted she was vulnerable and never thought he would be lying the way he did. Exactly, that's why I can understand she was vulnerable at the time. So I felt like she just was a victim of wanting to find her person, and she was just not letting it develop. She was just kind of in a rush, and unfortunately, she fell into his trap because I'm sure he preys on people. Daphne said, yeah, I think the problem here was that she fell for the societal pressures mixed with his lying, manipulative behind, and she just kind of lost. She was just blindly in love, and I agree. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like she just succumbed to her own pressures, whether it was societal or her own pressure, she succumbed to it, and unfortunately, it was a disaster. Welcome, you guys. If you are just joining, make sure you hit the like button. We just having a conversation. We just chatting about a bunch of different stuff. ABC Style said, I think it's easy to second guess her because it hasn't happened to us. No, I don't think it's easy to second guess her. I think that, and I also think it's the reason why she is telling her story, because she recognizes that there are red flags that she ignored. And that's out of her own mouth. She ignored certain things. And I know a lot of people do that. But some things, when somebody's on the phone with somebody else, like for me, that's a bit like, that's crazy that happened. So even let's forget about the phone conversations. The fact that his sister lived in the same state. And I'm not talking about they were just dating for a long time, and she decided that she wasn't going to meet his family or force a family meeting. I'm talking about she married this man. She went ahead and married this man. That is, to me, is like different than if they were dating for a long time and she didn't, or she decided like during the course of their you know, if this happened during the pandemic, during the course of it, she just didn't get a chance to meet his sister. That's different. But if you decided you want to marry him, you want to buy a house with him, now things are getting more and more tangled up. And she even said she took his last name. So she took his last name and then was having a hard time changing her name back because, you know, the process to change your name back is a little bit more difficult. So if you were going to get your life so entangled that he's paying your bills, he's doing everything, he moved in with you, y'all going to get married. If you're going to go through all of that, you're not just hanging out with him. You're trying to build a life with him. So if you're going to build a life with him, then his sister lives in the same state and you never met her. Like I said, we're going to pull up to the block and she's going to come outside. And that's it. I don't care if it's pandemic or not. Walking into her said, trust and believe it can happen. People are just that gullible or can be so in lust that they miss the red flags. Manipulation is quite a drug. And I couldn't agree more. I definitely agree with that. But, Jeanette said, it can be different when you're single, near 40 and want a family. What she said was she was really hoping it was her time. If you already have these things, it's a bit harder to understand. And that's what I'm saying. I understand that can happen because I do believe anything can happen. But with that being said, you live in the same state with this person's family and you just are not forcing a meeting, you know? And I know he did make up lies about, oh, we're going to get together. Oh, this happened, so now we can't get together. But like certain things you got to probably like slow down with. I guess you got to evaluate what's important to you. If meeting his family is not important to her before they got married, because I don't remember at what point in the timeline that happened. If that wasn't important, then I guess that's why it happened, you know? Walking into her said, I survived a narcissistic person before, so I understand what she's going through. Of course, that was 15 years ago. I'm happily married now, 14 years. Well, I'm happy you survived it. I'm happy you moved forward, and I'm happy that you're happy now. Because obviously, I'm sure there's no shortage of pathological liars. I'm sure there's no shortage. Just Glow Lexi said, what got me is when she mentioned that she believed he sought out certain women who he felt weren't as confident and how they matched on 2 different dating apps. Exactly. I'm sure he was preying on women. He was looking for women who didn't have self-confidence, women who wanted to just be married and have kids, who were looking to speed up that process. So he definitely knew what he was doing. He definitely knew what he was doing. T-Pone said, well, I think we can want something so bad we ignore the obvious. And I think that's what this was. She just wanted it so bad she ignored everything. Any type of intuition she had, she literally ignored it. And obviously, things happen. Things can happen. So I feel like even if she ignored 1 or 2 red flags, but some of these flags were so huge that I feel like she could have just like questioned him a little bit more based on what she said. Obviously, I don't know. I wasn't there. None of us were. But based on what she said, I was like wondering, why didn't you ask more about those kind of things, you know? And again, I didn't watch the entire 50 parts. I watched like the first maybe 20, and then I had to get the rest summed up for me because it was a long series. Tracy says, sometimes you want something so bad that you ignore the signs, hoping it's not the obvious. I guess, and that's what happened. Tracy's Walker said, crazy AF. That's just a wild story. That is a wild story. ABC Style said he always had an excuse as to why they didn't get together with the sister. In fact, she said they were on the way and he got a phone call saying his relative had to cancel. And I feel like that is acceptable. The excuses were acceptable, except she was trying to build something with him. So in that case, to me, it's like I said, pull up to the house, have her come outside, your sister, and we will speak. I can stay in the car or I'll stand across the street and she comes outside. Even if we just wave to each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see your family. Let's just talk to them. To me. Jeanette said, moral of the story, listen to your intuition and pay attention to all the red flags, even outside of intimate relationships. Yeah, because obviously friendships too. friendships, there's some pathological lies in friendships as well. So I think there's something probably everybody could take from this, you know? Nicolette Cummings says, I hope she can heal from her experience. I think she's healing just fine. She seems to have it together. She seems to understand the things that she might have missed that she wouldn't repeat. She seems to be a healthy-minded woman. So it seems like she's doing well, which is good. You know, she just wanted to share an experience for other women who might be going through the same thing, or I guess, you know, let people know that this could happen. Walking Into Her said, but I do understand what you're saying, Ashley, because at what point do you start putting the pieces together? At that point, common sense should be common sense. However, when you are in the situation, I think I don't know if your comment got cut off, but yeah. So I know you understand what I'm saying. So, you know, it's unfortunate that she had to go through that, though. It's really unfortunate. But like I said, it seems like she's happy now. She moved forward, and she seems to be living her best life now. ABC Style says she did ask him a lot of questions and he would have quick answers. So maybe that's how he was able to get away with more things. Maybe his answers made her feel like he was solid in what he was doing and saying. Walking Into Her, and have already made up your mind about the person. It's very hard to see. Right, so I guess she probably just made up her mind that this was going to be her person, and so she wanted to not believe other things that probably would have been red flags if she was willing to see. Erica Bauer said, our intuition is always right. That's true. Nicolette Cummings said he was a sociopath. Yeah, he was crazy. Jeanette said, you do know he doesn't really have a sister. I didn't. I didn't know. When I got the series like summed up, I knew he was lying about a lot of things. I saw the little video that I watched that was like a summation of the entire thing. I don't know if they said that he didn't have a sister, but they did say that he had a brother. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it was during the pandemic, but we're going to pull up to your sister's house if she lives in the same state. I didn't even realize he didn't have a sister. That's crazy. ABC Style said, unfortunately, we do ignore our intuition many times. Yeah, we all do for different situations. I'm not even just talking about this why did I get married situation or who did I get married situation. A lot of people ignore their intuition. Even when you hear stories of women who've been like assaulted or have been through negative experiences with like complete strangers, ignoring their intuition in terms of like getting in an elevator when you felt like you shouldn't have gotten in the elevator, or you feel like, you know, I shouldn't get in the elevator with this weirdo, but I'm going to get in the elevator anyway because maybe I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable, or I'm in a rush to get where I'm going. Don't get in an elevator. Like, literally listen to your intuition. Like, literally listen to your intuition. And I'm going to share an experience I had with you guys when I was in college. This made me think of it. When I was in college, it was during like finals week, and during that time, at least at the college I was at, it was very quiet because, you know, everybody was in and out of school. It wasn't like normal class. It wasn't like normal classes. People were literally taking their finals, and then after their finals were done, they would like leave for the day. They might have had one final and no classes that day, whatever. So it was just very quiet on campus during that time. And I remember one day I went into the bathroom, and I remember walking down the hallway, and I walked past this guy, and I didn't pay him any attention except for the fact that I noticed it was a guy. So we crossed paths, and I was going to the bathroom. I walked past a classroom that had the door open. It was like a science lab or something like that. And I walked past him, not really thinking much about it. And I walked into the bathroom. It was the women's bathroom. The door was open, but the stalls were like a little bit to the side of the bathroom. And when I went into the bathroom, I went into the stall, and I don't know what it was. Call it intuition. That's what I'm going to call it. And something came over me. It was as if someone spoke to me in that moment and said to me, Ashley, just stand still for a second. So I just stood there. Normally, obviously, I'm already inside the stall. And obviously, once you get inside the stall, you get ready to use the bathroom. But something told me to stand there for a second. So I didn't undo my pants. I didn't start using the bathroom. I literally stood there, and out of the side of the stall door, I saw the guy that I walked past. I saw him coming to the bathroom. And I did not panic. I did not scream. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what it was, but it was as if someone was talking me through the moment. And in my mind, I heard somebody say, or I heard whatever it was talking to me. God, intuition, whatever you want to call it. I heard, like, it was something in me that said, pretend you're on the phone. So I picked up my phone and I said on the phone, now I see him coming to the bathroom and he stands there for a second, like looking around. And I can't remember if he closed the door or what he did, but he stood there for a second. But when he walked in, I was acting like I was on the phone and I said, yeah, I'm on the 3rd floor. Yeah, I'm in the bathroom across from the science lab. Oh, you down the hallway? Okay, yeah, come to the bathroom. Come inside, because I'm about to come out. And literally, it's like he was listening to me on the phone, and he must have thought whoever I was talking to when I wasn't talking to anybody, he must have thought, because I was doing like leisure, pretending I was on the phone with somebody. He must have thought the person was going to come in and ruin whatever plans he had. And then he just turned around and went out. So as soon as he left out, I came out of the bathroom. I ran to the security guard, the first security guard I found. And I told him, like, you know, a guy came into the bathroom. And I don't know what it was, but I was like, I don't know if he was lost. I don't know what was going on. Now, obviously, I'm like thinking back, he was in there up to no good. But while I was talking to the security guard, I saw him like down the hall. Like he was like, we were up on like a higher level in the hallway or something. And then I saw him in the distance and I said, that's him, that's him. The security guard went running. He started running when the security guard started running and he just ran off and they never found him. I never saw him again either, thank God. But that was crazy. Angela Martin says, sorry I'm late to the party. Did not make a specific goal. My health is always at the top of my list. I'm at the age where I have to be realistic and follow through. Exactly. I love that. Just try to, every day, try to be better. Daphne said, what? I didn't know that. About his sister? Tracy Orman said, Ashley, my husband wanted me to ask what happened to your old theme music. He always knew when I was watching because of the So funny thing is, we have stopped the theme music on some of the videos, well, most of the videos, just because we had some like issues with copyright and, you know, like, especially with like sponsored content, it was, some things were conflicting. So we got rid of the music. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't even remember whether or not it was on my last video, but sometimes with copyright and YouTube and music and sponsored content, it can get a little fuzzy, especially with certain brands. They're very specific about the music you can play with sponsored content. So sometimes I just will leave it out if it's conflicting, you know. Erica Bauer said, facts, Tracy. I tell my children that what is for you is for you. It will be easy. You won't feel like you are trying to put a square peg in a round hole. Exactly. And that's what and that really is like a testament to what I was speaking about earlier with like end of year goals and last year. And I know I'm almost at 100K and all those things, like getting bogged down by numbers and overthinking things. Whatever's meant for me is for me, and that's it. Everything worked out so far. ABC Style says, our intuition protects us if we listen. Exactly. And sometimes we don't listen. T-Bone said, wow, that was scary, smart thinking. And honestly, I wasn't even thinking in the moment. Like I said, it was like somebody was talking me through the entire situation. It's just crazy what like your instincts will do. Like, you know, when things happen, what kicks in. Daphne said, damn, people, man, crazy. Oh, I'm so glad you listened to your intuition. Me too, because obviously he knew he was in the women's bathroom and he knew that he walked past me. I don't know what his plan was, but he wasn't gonna get me. He wasn't gonna get me. Oh, here's Winston, you guys. So he was also answering about the music. The copyright issues is why we stopped putting the music in the video. So like I said, especially with sponsored content, it can get a little fuzzy. So yeah. Jeanette said, hey, Winston. I'm so happy that you guys were able to make this live this evening. Oh, T-Bone says, Chef Winston, greetings. I'm so happy that you guys were able to make this live this evening. We always have such a good time. Oh, I love that one. Walking into her said, wind up. I love that. Tracy Omer said, that talking on the phone thing was smart. Thanks, Winston. Exactly. Like, you gotta just, I don't know, in a moment, you just kick into action or something. I don't even know what happens, but. Newbie said, good night, everyone. God does not give us confusion. Exactly. Exactly. I could not agree more. ABC Style said, this is my first time here and it was fun. Thanks for doing this. Oh, well, thank you for coming. I'm so happy that you got a chance to make a live. So if you guys have just joined for the first time ever, we do these live chats every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I look forward to see you in the next one. If you guys haven't already checked out my previous content, then go back and check out some of my previous videos, my new in spring haul that I've shared. And obviously I'm gonna be sharing more new in spring items because that's just where I'm at with my fashion right now. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have any like topics that you want me to cover during these live chats, or if you have any video ideas, leave those in the comments, or you can DM me on Instagram as well. Follow me on Instagram and all my other socials. I have that in the description box as well, where you guys can check me out, Pinterest, all of that. But yeah, I love these live chats with you guys. So make sure you tune in. It was so good to chat with you guys this evening. T-Pone said Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are live. Exactly. So it was so good to chat with you guys. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow with my new video. And have a good rest of your week. Good night, you guys.